Hello friends, in this video we are going to learn layouts of the chart. If you want to change the layout of the chart, select chart area, horizontal axis, legends. You can see here the legend, plot area. If you want to change the plot area, you can set the plot area, and if you want to change the vertical axis, then you can set vertical axis as per requirement, and you can also move this vertical axis. And the series, if you want to change the series, then you can change the series by selecting this. If you want the format selections, here is the option gap width. You can increase the gap width, and if you want to change the fill, here is the fill automatically. If you want to pattern pin, then you can set the pattern fills, and if you want to set the pictures, you can set pictures. If you want to fill the gradient, you can set the gradients, and if you want solid color, then you can set the solid colors in the fill options. And if you want to change the border style, you can set border style, solid lines. If you want to remove the border then you can select the no line. If you want to change the border style, you can set border style as per requirements. You can increase and decrease the width of it. You can select also the dashed line. You can also select the flat, square and rounded. And if you want the shadow of these shapes, you can select. And if you want to change the color, you can change the color of shadow. If you want to change the size, you can change the size, and you can see the shadow of this. And if you want to glow this, then you can improve the glow. You can see here the glow. And if you want to make it in the 3D, then you can set the 3D option also. This all the options are as similar of the picture format. And if you want to reset this, then select the reset to mesh style. It will reset all, and your changes will remove. If you want to change background, and if you want to set the picture, you can select the picture. The picture will be inserted in the plot, but here is not requirement of the picture, so we will not insert. Here is also not requirement of the shapes. You can add here shapes, but there is no requirement of any shapes, so we will not use these shapes. And we will also not require draw text box. You can put text box like this, and you can add any of the text here. So it is the one type of knot which you can insert from layout. If you want to change the chart title, you can select chart title. There is a two options: center overlay title and above chart. In the center overlay title, the title will appear on the center of overlay. Layout, chart title, center overlay. you can set it also above chart. Centered overlay will appear in on the plot area, and above chart will appear on the above of the chart. And if you want to remove this chart title, then select the none. The chart title will remove. If you want to change the axis of the titles, then select there is two axes, horizontal and vertical. If you want to set the horizontal title, then select the horizontal title, and there is two options, none and the title below axis. If you want to set title below the axis, then select the title below axis option. And this is the subject, I'm sorry, horizontal. These all are subjects. And if you want to set the vertical, then select the vertical titles. There is three options: rotated title, vertical title and horizontal title. If you want to set the rotated title, select the rotated title and click there. It's all marks. So you can see here the vertical title, and there is three options for vertical title. Vertical title like this is vertical text, and the horizontal title means it will appear in horizontal. There is four legends: math, science, social and the computer. If you want to change the legend, select the legends. It is at right side. If you want it on the top side, then you can select you can set it on the top side. You can set it in the on the left side. You can set it also on the bottom side, and it's legend at the right side overlay and legend in the left side overlay. And if you want to set data labels, data label is for label of the data. You can set it in the center. You can see here 89 on the center of the bar, 95 also on the center of the column, 76 is also on the center of the columns. So it is the data labels, and there is different options for data label: inside and, inside base and the outside and. There is different formats of data label. And if you want the data table, select the data table, show data table. The data table will appear in the below of the table. If you want this data table with legend keys, then legend key will also appear on the left side of the table. So these are the options of the label. And if you want to set the options of axis, you can select horizontal axis without labeling, and vertical axis in the thousand. Here the numbers are on the decimal. If you want this number on the thousands, millions and billions, you can convert it on billions and in the millions. But here is not requirement of this, so we will show default. So it is all about the axis data. And if you want the grid lines, then select the grid lines. There is a available major grid lines. If you want minor grid lines, you can show these minor grid lines. And if you want major and minor both grid lines, then you can set this by selecting this option. For vertically, you can also set the major and minor grid lines, and it has also minor grid lines. And if you want set together, then select the major and minor grid lines. After that, there is the option of plot area. If you want to change the area of the plot, you can set it, and if you want to remove, then clear on the none. the plot area will be removed. There is the option of analysis. Analysis is also required in the data charts. Analysis is basically for the special functions, used for special functions, like you want to compare it on different charts. So here is the option of layout. In the next lecture we will see the format for a chart.